Dump. Play.
Greetings. Good. Fine. Is that not how humans close conversations?
I always have time for my constituents. Toodaloo!
How might I be of service today? Make sure you take time to...
Hello there, friend. Don't be a stranger.
Anytime with Zaki is party time.
Need something smashed? Huh? Ah. Yeah, where'd I put my hammer?
Oh, you are leaving so soon?
I was hoping you could help me solve a mystery. Always keep that beautiful mind free. Did you need something? Stay out of the forbidden section.
Every new day is another chance for a great discovery. You stranger.
Wow, I've been muted this whole time. I'm great. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, when that got muted. Fantastic. Silly old me. Alright. To the mail. Oh. Alright, I use the keys. Cool. Gio Bracta, thanks again for your help. You really came through for me. I'm not sure anyone else would help me the way you did. I feel like I can relax around you. It's nice. Kenyana and Ma don't seem mad anymore. I couldn't have done it without you. Anytime you need me to stop by, okay? I've dropped a spare key in the envelope. Here's some dessert for you, too. Thanks, Niall. Boop, boop, boop. Time to do a lot of harvesting. Oh. Uh. Cool beans. That was a lot. Let's see. What's my farming at? 8. All right. Garden. Ooh, plant fiber. Oh, flint. What nice things to find. More plant fiber. And toilet paper. And toilet paper. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. And toilet paper. Oh, yeah. Classic South Park. Alright, that's all the plots. Twenty worms. Seeds are empty. Oh no. We'll take the Cernic meat. I'll take the horns and hide. Fertilize. Let's see. 5. This was for 1. This was for 2. Oh. I don't think I need that much fertilizer. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's sell this. Yeah. Keep 100 fertilizer each. Yeah, I should clear up last space. And oh, there's some more in there that didn't get done. It's so funny. Let's see. Take that, and that. Let's see. More apples. That. Going. This way, and then 6. Nope, not 6. 8. Mm-hmm. 10, 11, 7. There we go. 1 and 2. Oy. Too much. Too much farming going on. Even though I think this is fully grown. Watered anyway. Kenley, let's go give you your grilled fish, and hopefully that'll level you up a little bit. Huh. Uh-huh. Sleeping in your house, kindly. Ah. All the way over here. Actually, Kenyatta. Like how it says he's sleeping. He's awake. Nice to see you enjoying the life of Kalima. Every year I eat the same thing for my birthday, a steaming plate of longevity noodles straight off the frying pan. Longevity noodles? Longevity noodles are a must-have on special occasions like your birthday. The noodle symbolizes a long life. You must never cut or break apart the noodles before you eat them. In accordance with tradition, I've eaten that way every year since I was born. That's why I've been able to live such a long, healthy life.
Time for a
What are you looking for? Sometimes when I need to get away from Eshe, I go to the inn and order dinner. Red's creamy carrot soup is one of my favorites. Yeah, well, you get a grilled fish. Oh, that's exactly what I need to keep me going. Maybe now I'll be able to finish that form Eshe asked me about last week. Oh boy, am I glad to see you. I literally just talked to you twice, my guy. Something truly terrible has happened, and I desperately need your help. My sister has decided to raise the taxes on the Dayas, and she wants me to evict them if they don't pay. Are you actually going to do it? Well, about that. Unfortunately, I don't have a choice. My sister owns all this land. I am merely here to execute her will. If I fail at that, I could be demoted. And you don't want to see how Eshe would react if that were to happen. I was wondering, could you do me the teensiest favor and explain my situation to Delilah? I don't think my heart could handle seeing the disappointment on her face when I tell her that the land her family has been tending for generations is being taken away. Oy, guy. Why don't you just, like, grow a spine and go deal with your own problems? I'm like, Eshe, do it. Won't be the first time. I can yada. Super Mayor making me deal with this nonsense. Look, I'm just some average old human trying to make my day, make my life as peaceful as possible. Was that too much to ask? No. What are you doing? Okay. Just hiding behind a bush. I get it. Chat with Delilah. Can I get you anything? A glass or moo milk, perhaps? I've got some bad news. What? Kenley and the Duchess want to raise the taxes on me land? Why, they can't do that. Well, actually, they can. That's where you're wrong, dearie. When I said they can't do that, I mean they literally can't. Why? Because my grandfather signed a contract with their grandfather forbidding it. Our deed clearly states that the taxes are fixed in perpetuity, and if I'm not mistaken, that means forever. You can just go back to Kenley and tell him what he and his sister can do with their raised taxes. Your acceptance ceremony was so beautiful, dearie, it actually brought a wee tear to me eye. When Oni saw me weeping with joy and he laughed so hard, why'd you thought I was the one telling jokes every night at the inn? Not me husband. What's Delilah want? Giant goldfish. Crab. A koi. Duh. Ani, get over here. Are you off on an adventure? I'm not scared of anything except for living my entire life in this boring place. Don't blame me, dude. Don't blame ya. Dang, personally, I would love to live in a boring place like this. But you know, I'm a crazy person. Hey, Louisa. Do not be disturbed, but I believe we are being watched. I'm doing a survey. What is the weirdest creature you have ever seen? A platypus. Very funny. I know the platypus is a human myth. A creature with legs that do not match, a duck bill, and the ability to glow in the dark. That is out there even for me. Oh, how out there I really am. I was just thinking about you. I wasn't feeling well the other day and went to go see Shane. He brewed me tea of spice sprouts, heat root, and a bunch of other herbs. This might not say, but when I saw it, the first thing I thought was soup, of all things. That's what happens when you have Reth as a brother. Nice. In perpetuity, you say. Oh, Ashley, I need to talk to you too. Ashley, pray of something worthwhile to contribute to my day. My parents were both lawyers in Bahari. As a child of governance class, I went to school with much of Palia's elite, including Kenley and his sister Kenyatta. They took me under their wing. It wasn't until much later that I learned to regret that. Not exactly. Wait. Hey, get over that fence. You. Kenley, I've come to tell you, you can't raise taxes. Your sister's a dumb. You're in the backyard. Still losing your lunch, probably. My constituents are my number one priority. Delilah says her farm deed forbids raising her taxes. I do recall seeing that stipulation in some of the contracts signed by her grandfather, the Archduke Kendall Bahari. I'll need to verify the Daya farm deed had it too before I can proceed. An old document like that would be stored somewhere in the records room. If both my eyesight and organization skills weren't so poor, I'd look for it right now. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to find the deed before my sister could send her mercenaries to evict the Dayas anyway. Perhaps you could take this key and search through the records room for me. It's on the first floor of City Hall. Thank you. Gotcha, buddy. Anything to help save the farm. You know me, Mr. Can Do. Hey, Joe, let me talk to you real quick. Abracta, your visit is a welcome break in the solitude that is my lonely existence. Oh, sure. Weird guy, Joe. Did you know that I have 5 sisters? Yes, my mother, who's accepted all of them into the house of Amiyata. I am the only one in my family still on their pilgrimage. But you know what they say, the last lily of the summer to bloom is often the most beautiful. Okay. Kenley's records room. Read. Oh, Kenley's journal. Entry number 69,948. As she said that she thought my mustache was thinning today. The rest of this page is too smudged to read. Entry 70,000. When I went out to pot my puffer pods today, a chappa had dug up the entire herb garden and absconded with a lot. I was too distracted by how cute it was to stop it, and now we must eat dinner unseasoned tonight. Perhaps I'll go to the inn again instead. Entry 70,092. That adorable little rascal is back again this morning. I think it must have made a nest somewhere nearby. Perhaps I'll be able to befriend it. Ever since Wigglekins Rutherford II escaped, I've missed having their adorable little faces around the estate. Entry 71,069. Ever since dear Tao dug up the garden, I haven't seen my new chapel friend around. Oh, dearest diary, do you think Princess Clara is all right? And after that, I had just gotten her to eat from my hand. Okay. Was, you're celebrating mother-in-law? Very nice. How about your mother? Oh, birthday. Sorry, I heard mother-in-law, and I immediately thought Mother's Day since it's tomorrow.
Like we had dinner and stuff, and then she's like, "Let's put on an action movie." And then she
Action.
chose this like K-drama. It's not an action movie.
Lol. Probably something Pocket has watched.
Maybe. Boys over flowers.
No idea. She'll like randomly.
On a manga.
Oh. It's been so hard to find spice spots lately. I don't know anything hoarding or what. Nobody needs a spice. Seriously, okay. So, watch funny K-drama today.
I'm not really a TV enjoyer.
What? You don't like television? Miss
Like watching other people do stuff.
Miss Kevin, hey lurking. What's up, Miss Kevin? That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Welcome to the chat. We're just chilling out on Palia, doing random stuff, talking to people. Alright, Kenley. Have you found the deed to the Daya family farm yet? It should be somewhere in the town hall records room. Please be quick. I'll keep an eye out for my sister's mercenaries in the meantime. I found the deed for the Daya farm. Thank the dragon. Just when I was beginning to fear the worst, this should stop my sister from raising the Daya's taxes and save them from being evicted. If you see Delilah, please apologize to her on my behalf. I would do it myself, but I don't think I could face her after all this. God, just be a good mayor. Oh, working on my plot in Palia, getting ready for the update. Yep, same here. Although I will not be working on my plot because I'm never there. So I've got my farm going, and I've got my chests, and everything else can just sit as it is. I'm not entering the House of Parades of Palia. GTA.
Actually, kind of something I'm like, all right, I need to structure this out for like a week and a half of entertainment. So I'm just doing every mission that pops up on the map.
Hey, there you go. Shh, be quiet. This is a library, not a dance party. Kenyana has been running late for her tutelages of late. I may have to report her to her mother. You wouldn't dare? Why would you report Kenyatta to Eshe? That's rude. Eshe doesn't deserve that type of warning.
It feels like 47 outside, and I have the window open. It feels like 100 degrees in here.
I think we have the windows downstairs open. It feels comfortable up in here.
Maybe it has something to do with like the second story. I even have like my oscillating fan in the window, and
Hilarious. Ah, so many weeds. Get out of here. Get out of here, weeds. Stop ruining my plants. Yeah, second story, then I would say your computer would probably have a lot to do with it too, but your computer didn't work.
in the wintertime I could use it as a heat source.
No joke. There'd be times that we would be like gaming and we'd be like warm in the game room together. And then we'd leave and we'd go and check the temperature of Calvin's room, and it'd be like, oh, it is like 8 degrees colder in his room. Whoops.
Crazy how like the radiation from the human body
From 2 human bodies and 2 computers and a dog in one room makes it like 10 degrees warmer.
miss back in the day when I used to have to wear like 2 layers and 80 degrees to stay warm.
Yeah, we're crazy. Maybe because you weren't fat yet. You're all skin and bones and you're like, I'm cold. And we're all like, put on some weight.
Anemic.
Anemic. Oh my god, I can't type for nothing today. Oh, I don't want to use my last koi for this. Catfish. Nope, I don't have that catfish either. It's gold salmon. I don't have goldfish either. Oh no, I don't have any of those things. But I can just fish for giant goldfish in my pond. Right. I think I get to just fish for the giant goldfish in my pond. Oh, it's an epic. Oh, F that. I'm going to go find a crab. Forget that. Miss Kevin, how excited are you for the new update? I have a feeling it's going to be extremely fun. Exploring for all those things. Yeah, I know you're excited. You're so excited you haven't touched the game in a year. Let's see. Time to open up the other Pringle can. They had limited edition beer brat and beer can chicken Pringles at the Man of Woods.
The Man of Wood.
Woodman's.
Oh, Wood. For last second I was like, Woodman's. Because Man of Woods kind of sounds like a restaurant or something.
Yeah, some fancy restaurant called the Man of Woods took regular potato Pringles and dusted them with beer brat and beer can chicken seasoning.
First I thought you might be talking about brat stuff.
I haven't been to Broad Stop in like 5 years.
I've mentioned it to Monica. She's never heard of it.
Never?
I'm not sure she would really like it.
You guys should come.
Like enjoy it, but
You guys should come up to Irish Fest with us this year. We're all going. We're all going for the day.
I mean, I don't know. 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 I mean
The third Saturday in August.
I will ask her if she's interested in seeing Dropkick Murphy.
Dropkick Murphys. I don't think they're going to be there. I think they're too popular for that.
Or that other.
Gaelic Storm.
Yeah.
I don't think Gaelic Storm's been there for a few years either.
Well, there's a few fun things to do there, other than just like walk around.
Yeah,
Riding the.
like getting drunk on Jameson slushies.
I mean, I'd have fun with that, I guess.
I had one last year and it was so boozy. I made it through like 3/4 of it. I was like, oh, I'm done. All right, it's fun still. Just it's not worth doing the whole like weekend trip like the past.
Yeah.
Too expensive. Like going up there for like a day is just fine. I think it's just gonna be like.
I mean, she can get cheap ass rates at hotels.
Yeah, but the logistics of like bringing Calvin up there now and everything.
Fair.
Plus, like we're keeping on the down low of going this year because Alice and Jackie just can't get around like they used to. And the past couple of years, my mom's like, we're going by ourselves next year. We're going by ourselves. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm just babysitting the whole time we're there. I'm just like, okay, just go. Don't tell them.
Like wheelchairs or something.
Alice pretty much is, yeah. Alright, stop running away. Go down. Crab. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like they're just not moving well. So they go there, they're there for like at most like 2 hours and then they want to leave. And they just sit at like the Miller Sage and they don't move from there. And it's like, oh, that sucks.
But hopefully they understand.
I just don't even think we're talking about it because I think they know that they're not going to be able to make it. Let's see. Go back to my housing plots. Itchy knee. All right. You think Brokey's gonna hop on tonight too, or do you think he's taking another 5.5 hour nap?
Not good. I'm beginning to feel like a nap god.
Always with the nap
My
gods.
body's making the whole bed right. Now, who thinks their comforters long enough to...
Who thinks their comforters are nice enough to nap on? Nap on. Oop. You go over here. Nayo. 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 Alright, got something for everybody at the farm. Done everything in this except for like get everyone's friendship up. And now I've got to just sit here and talk to people and give gifts to everybody every day until I can do more quests. Yep, this game is Animal Crossing with actual like lore behind it. And I go, I'm having a lot of fun. Ani is here. Let's see Ani first. Hey. Hacian and Tao. What's up, my guys? Speak your business. If you're looking for a Choppa, I would try to searching in the forest. Choppa are burrowing creatures that make their homes at the base of trees. Oh, sorry. Boof, boof, Choppa Tao. Sniff, sniff, sneeze. Ah, woo. Tao rubs his face with his paws. Good boy, Tao. Who's a good boy? Yeah? Jesus Christ, Ani. Chill out. I just have an unopened oyster for you. Oh boy, an oyster. I wonder if it has a pearl in it. Nope, no pearl. Hopefully I'll have better luck next time. Nio. Nio, Nio, dreaming. Don't give it up, Luffy. Oh, sorry to see you there. I was just a bit distracted. It seems to happen to me a lot. Yeah, because you're just an idiot. Kenyatta mentioned she's been seeing Hacian and Ani playing cards at the inn. I hope his rudeness doesn't rub off on Ani. You want the spice sprouts, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, this is awesome. Thanks, Abrakta. Sure. Yep, happy harvesting to you too, bud. There's lava. Oh yeah. Bump, 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 bump. The boys keep telling me to take a break, but who has time for that? Kelly wants to apologize to you for nearly getting me family kicked off our own land. Yes, I know. He stopped me earlier to say sorry after all the trouble. The poor man looked like he was going to cry the entire time. I told him I wasn't going to hold it against him, since I know he was just following orders. He invited me and Badro over to his estate for dinner next week. I'm going to surprise him with a crate full of me award-winning jam. I would hold it against him. Man didn't do his job. I can whip up some tasty meals with these. Stop by sometime and I'll save you a leg. Sure. Crab leg sounds good. Give him to Brokey. He'll enjoy him immensely. Crab legs for days. Every time the doctor asks, you know, are you allergic to anything? I go, not that I'm aware of. They go, okay, I can't help you solve. Ani thinks me and Delilah are tougher on him because we like Niall better. I wish I could help him see that isn't true. We're only tougher on him because we can see he needs some extra guidance. But it seems like the harder we push, the faster he runs away. Yeah, because he's a dumb kid. Ah, sweet smell of fertilizer. Thank you. This is the best piece of crap you could have given me. Pretty sure I've got fancier crap at the house, but, you know. We won't talk about that. Is it up? Nope. Oh, shut up, Ashley. So rude. What do you want? Where do I find a bluefin tuna? Maybe. Ooh. I've been in comments for days on the Just Some News channel.
Is that what it's called?
Just Some News. Short and simple. Using worms any time of day. Yeah.
Find any missions?
There's no story missions.
I've done all the question marks and all the like letters that I not be seeing it or I'm supposed to do something.
You'll go search. I'll go search for this the dragon. The spotted mantis. Spotted mantis. Or could thou be? Spotted mantis, come to me. Oh. Need a spotted mantis. It's the last bug I haven't found yet in this freaking game. Ooh, a forsythia flower? What the heck is a forsythia flower? Then Pocket and I planted a bunch of mint yesterday. We're hoping I'll keep the ticks and the rabbits out of our yard.
Pretty cool mechanic in the game.
Huh?
Like you could use that to like keep the other things out.
No, that's real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said cool mechanics for games. I thought you were thinking we did it in the game to get rid of ticks and stuff. I was like, what?
Most games don't have
But it's real life.
that.
I need more smoke bombs. You're just asking to get shot. Oh. Wasn't gonna do it, but then you ran right past me. Had to take you out, you Cernic.
That's still Palia you're talking about.
Well, the Cernic was Palia, yes, but the mint was we planted in our backyard, like IRL. Because the rabbits ate all of our bushes in our backyard. Equipment. Do I have more smoke bombs? Or do I gotta make some? I gotta make smoke bombs. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I need more iron. Oh, I need a lot more iron. Oh, buddy. Falling behind. Just regular wood planks. Back over to the dragon, a shrine to catch a mantis. Hello. Oh, hey, he did make it.
Yeah, sorry.
No nap for the day.
No.
I thought you were on your 4-hour nap for the day.
No. I managed to wake up for once. That was crazy. That's what happened so much. Like, I get to the end of the week and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym on Friday after work. But first, a 30-minute nap, and then that turned into a 5.5-hour sleep. So I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta sleep about it. It's really weird though, sleeping because I fell asleep at like right after work. Cause I work from home on Friday. I fell asleep at I finished work at 5. Fell asleep at 5:05. Like laid down thinking I was gonna take a 30-minute nap and then hit the gym. Woke up at 11 o'clock, stayed up until 4, and then fell back asleep until noon today. Like, geez, dude.
You just need to work night shift because that's it's your sleep schedule apparently.
Yeah, well, the industries that pay well for what I do, they don't have a night shift. Also, I wouldn't like night shift. I like my nighttime to be my free time. I wouldn't want to be working during it. Let's just not.
Is that it? I found the last bug. I found the spotted mantis.
Oh, the spotted mantis. That's right.
It was blending in good. Alright, now I gotta figure out what freaking fish I'm missing.
Oh god. The fish are rough, man. I was looking at it the other day. I'm missing so many.
Let's see here. What am I missing? Oh, da, 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 da. How many people are actually watching right now? 4. Cool. Accomplishments. I'm at level 3. I've got to get paid. I need 1 million gold.
Oh my god.
1 million PAL bucks, please. Tales of Legend 4. Earned 5,000 renowned. Party people gain 50,000 experience from loot while party buff is active with a party member nearby. Reached level 25 in fishing. Yeah, I reached level 10 in cooking, 10 in gardening, 25 in mining, advanced hunter. Cool, cool. Where's the fish? Now I have to go. Wait. Was that spotted mantis a starred one? Because that would be amazing.
Probably not. It's usually how it goes.
Nope,
right?
it was.
Oh wow, lucky you.
So I'm missing star wise. I need the rainbow tip butterfly. I need
That
one of the
star is gonna be a pain.
one of the beetles. I'm sure that's a. I still have not found a starred garden mantis. That's really funny.
Dude, they're everywhere.
I know. I just can't find a gold one, a starred one apparently.
Gotta use those bug lures.
Garden ladybug. Yeah, there's a bunch. Let's see. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 starred ones. And one of them I'm not gonna even attempt to try to find because F trying to find the one where you have to cut down the trees and chase it around.
That'd be easier if you do it in tandem with somebody. Someone cuts the tree and then you're just ready with the ball.
It's not chasing it down. It's the fact that it takes cutting down I think it's only in a 3-hour window.
Oh god.
Let's see. The Bahari bee. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Sounds familiar. I remember I had to ask you to help.
Yeah. So you have to. No, that's not even the one I'm thinking of either. This is one of them. Bahari bees do not spawn naturally and have a 5% chance to spawn after cutting down a small, medium, or large heartwood tree in Bahari Bay during any time of day. Chance to find a Bahari bee may be increased by cutting down larger trees. What's the one that I'm...
That one requires teamwork.
Was it the common bark cicada? No. Oh, the golden glory bee. That's the one I was thinking of.
Glory bee.
The glory bee. Golden glory bee. How to catch? Oh, so this one's during. Okay, so this is a 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or
It's a
3
pretty large window.
3 a.m. to 3 p.m. When does day end and evening start?
I don't know. That's a riddle that I
No,
don't.
3 a.m. to 6 p.m. But it's the same thing. Medium, small. You have to cut down medium or large sapwood trees in Kilima Valley during the morning or day. And it's an epic. Oh no, it's a rare. It's a rare to find. So you have to cut down so many freaking trees to find this thing.
Get cutting. I think the best thing to do is finish off the fish first, and then worry about starred stuff.
Well, I only fish in the starred spots. So like most of the stuff, like there's a few things that I'm missing from the starred that I have normal fish of, but not much.
Look at this guy. I only fish in the starred spots.
I do. What's the point in fishing in the non-starred spots?
I'm just mocking. You're right. You're right. It is the most efficient way. Oh god. So Tuesday's the big update. Did they say exactly what's going to be in it?
Well, for sure, it's gonna have the elderwood.
Well, yeah. But did they say what the Elderwood exactly comes with? 'Cause
Nope.
I know they have
Well,
the
you would have to message Elsa. She's the one that says everything.
The one that knows.
Oh, I haven't found an ancient fish yet. Oh, that's why. Cool. What I need? I need glowworms. Find the Kalima Lake of the Temple.
Glowworms cooking.
I've got 27 on me. I need to go make more, actually. This is my last 27.
Good.
They just
Not enough.
they just take so long to freaking make.
I know. Every time I log in, I always make sure to just like queue them up. I have so many just like sitting in a batch.
I had to sell. I sold like 800 fertilizer from how many worms that I've made.
Fertilizer's good stuff, but yeah, it sells pretty well too.
It's like what's the point? I never use it.
No, that's true. You should though. It does help with your crops a lot.
Eh.
What do you mean, gotta get those crops, man. How you get your your food.
Yeah, I'm growing. I just don't fertilize because, yeah, like it's whatever.
I guess.
Yeah, what's the thing I have the most of crops wise? Tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes are the easiest because you get 3 harvests out of them. And unlike the berry bushes, they only take up 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the berry bushes. You get like multiple out of those, but 4 spots for the berry bushes, it's rough.
I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blueberry bushes and 1 pepper plant going. And I've got 2 apple trees.
Oh.
Alright, time to go try to find an ancient fish in the Temple of Waves.
But the only place where you can get it?
Or Kalima Lake. But I feel like the Temple of Waves is... So Kalima Lake is where you're going to have to find the starred one.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is one of the ones where I'm going to need to... after completing the Vault of the Wave bundle, putting some things in the water coach. Oh, okay. So you wouldn't even be able to find this fish yet.
Oh, because I haven't done the temple or what?
Yeah, no, you have to finish the bundle.
Oh. Well, yeah, then I wouldn't be able to get it.
You have to finish the bundles, and then you have to... something's in the water. Accomplishment.
Mr. I only fish in the golden spots.
Yeah. Release ancient fish into the waters of Klima by completing the bundles of the Vault of Waves and speaking to Einar. After this rewards his accomplishment. Something's in the water. How do I look up to see if I completed that quest? Oh jeez, there's so many freaking completed missions. Okay,
Yeah, they
wish
really need to make it so you can organize those better.
wish I could do a search. At least put it in alphabetical order.
Nope. Chaos.
Yeah, pretty much. Rocky Star, Potato, the Crickets, Badru. Fishing 101. I don't see this mission. Can I not do it yet either? Miscellaneous accomplishment earned. Oh, it's just an accomplishment? So, buddy, it's not a quest, it's an accomplishment. Friendly Fisher. Oh god. Kalima, promote, HOA, Bretta, something's in the dirt. Something's in the sky. Where's the water? Something's in the garden, something's in the water, completed. Okay, so I can do this. I guess I can go fish Kalima Lake then instead and just use the technique. It can be caught in Kalima Lake at the temple waves using glowworms at any time of day. It can also be caught at the Maji market when the event is active. One of my news things so far has 1.1 thousand views, 34 likes, and 7 comments on it. Wee.
You're becoming a grip master.
I sure am. Saw the people at work about it, and I was laughing at it. Looks like showing some of the comments, laughing, and they're like, "Hey, those are pretty rude comments that you're getting there." I'm like, "Give me all the rage bait comments. I don't care. Get me in the algorithm."
Whoever gets money in the pocket, I say.
Yep.
I'm nowhere near that.
As they say.
I need 90 million engaged views in, or need 10 million engaged views in 90 days.
Pretty heavy metrics to meet.
Which means I need 200, or I need 122,000 engaged views a day. And I'm getting like a 44% engagement rate. 44%. So I need a lot. Lots of rage.
Yes, all the rage bait.
Plus I need 1,000 subscribers.
It'll be easy to get the rage bait in this doomer society. That's all there is rage.
Yeah, but I'm not going just after rage articles. I'm going after just the top 6 articles that I find a day.
Oh, I know, but the rage and doom just comes with the territory at this point.
Yep. Then I laugh. I go, my unbiased summary has nothing to do with my opinions.
Yeah, but once again, what's really funny is that you're not. I don't know. We're like I think we were talking about this last time, where we're currently in a situation where if you put something up at all, people just assume that you have an opinion, and they always assume it's opposite of their opinion, which is where all the doomer and like rage bait comes from. They're doing it to themselves.
Actually, like 90% of the comments are like, "Good. I'm glad this is happening," and I'm like, "You people are also crazy," but cool.
My favorite was after Pope Francis passed away. Everyone was like, "I hope the next Pope is true to the church." And then like they get the Pope from Chicago, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, like me, I agree with Pope Francis. Like, religion should be more inclusive. Like everyone's a child of God, and it's just like people screeching in the background. Like, chill out." Absolutely hilarious.
The memes have been great though.
They really have. The drink his blood, my children pulls out Malort.
There's a bar in the city that there was a drink called the Communion, or something like that, and it was a shot of Malort with like oyster crackers in it. Portillo's made the Leo, which is literally just like a hot beef.
Yep, just a super baptized hot beef.
And then someone gave a did a meme of him doing like the communion, but instead of it being like communion crackers, it had Giordano's pizza.
Oh yeah, I thought they were like mini deep dishes when I saw them at first. I was like, that is absolutely hilarious.
The body
The
of
memes are
Christ.
Body of Christ tastes like pepperoni deep dish. The Chicago special.
It tastes like deep dish with crumbled sausage.
Sounds pretty good actually.
Wow.
I want a jardinere piece again. I want to make one though. I want to go the extra step and actually make one. I wonder how hard it would be. Probably not too hard.
Well,
Probably just like some pretty pizza dough. It's kind of just layering everything at that point.
it's summer.
So, huh?
I was like, well, it's summer and I'm eating grilled beer brat Pringles.
Grilled beer brat Pringles?
Yep. I also have beer can chicken Pringles.
Apple? You get those at Woodman's?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I mean, we have a question to ask you, and we're gonna have to clear this. Is lasagna a dip?
What?
Is lasagna a dip?
And if it were a dip, would you? What type of chip would you dip in lasagna?
Exactly. I think we broke him.
He's too busy trying to find quests in GTA. Ooh,
Cheesy ruffles?
that's a unacceptable answer. I'd take that.
Cheesy ruffles into a cheesy dip, huh?
Different type of cheese though, because I imagine the cheesy ruffles he's referring to would be the sour cream and cheddar ruffles.
Sure. Just the one, the wavy one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only. I'm pretty sure that's the only ruffles that they have. That's cheesy.
Every time I heard ruffle, well, it's in the name, isn't it? Like ruffles, like ruffly chips.
Maybe. Maybe you just
What do you mean,
never
name?
thought about it like that.
It's the name.
Ruffles, you know, the ones with the waves in them. Well, they do have ruffles like wavy. So they have like the ones that are like super wavy, right? Versus like regular.
Nothing like your extra wavy chips. Pull it
You have
out.
variety.
Variety is good, but Ruffles should stick to just wavy chips. Don't get too crazy now.
Don't get super wavy.
Yeah, careful now. We don't need a tsunami. Chill out.
Oh, I'm thinking of Lay's wavy. So Ruffles automatically have it, then Lay's have the wavy chip also.
Yeah, they had to do that to compete with Ruffles because you know Ruffles is the wavy chip.
Yeah, give me a good Jay's chip. I like Jay's.
Jays. The hell
Yeah.
is Jays?
It's a knockoff Blaze.
Oh my god.
No, it's a Chicago chip, dude.
Oh, Brock's favorite midday snack is some Jay's chips and an RC Cola.
That is, in fact, a Chicago staple.
Jays.
Jay's and RC Cola were paired together at like sandwich shops in Chicago.
Yep. A true Chicagoan.
But let it be known that Coca-Cola and Pepsi had to make their own diet sodas because RC Cola made Diet Right and it became the fourth best option in the soda market, right behind Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and RC Cola.
The regular. Damn.
Yep.
Crazy.
Back in the 70s, it was Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and RC Cola were the top three sodas, and then RC made Diet Right, and it became number 4, which made Coca-Cola make Tab, and Pepsi make Patties or something it was called.
Patties just
Yep.
doesn't exist anymore.
Nope, because then they made it Diet Pepsi.
I was rewatching. Well, I wasn't really rewatching. I was like watching that '70s show through like Instagram Reels. I found there was like a channel where they only post like funniest moments from that '70s show, which is kind of interesting. Like, that's your entire channel, but yeah, that was their entire channel. And there's a lot of moments of Bob drinking tab. Like, it's his number 1 go-to drink. And I remember what you told me about, like, the bladder cancer thing, and I'm like, dude, Bob is not looking good.
Before they took out the chemical that made everyone get cancer.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, there goes Bob.
There goes
That
Bill.
90s show.
There goes Bill. There's that 80s show too.
I was about to bring that up. I didn't know that. It only lasted for like a season. Right?
Yep, it was not fun.
Oh no. There's gonna be that 2000 show in the 2010s. It's just all the characters are progressively becoming more and more miserable.
Eric Foreman slowly becomes red as the years go on.
Oh my god. They're gonna have to put like a bald cap on him.
He's gonna threaten us, shove his foot up his kid's ass, and then he's gonna have CPS called on him.
We heard you threaten your kid in the middle of a Walmart. Nah, it's gonna. Well, his kid is already a teenager in that 90s show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if he would threaten the grandchild. Nah.
No.
Nah, I don't know. It all takes place in Wisconsin. Wisconsin, even now in the current day, is a pretty lawless state, so... All they do is, like, eat cheese and drink beer.
They have you ever seen the map of, like, the most alcoholic counties in the United States?
They're, like, all in Wisconsin.
It's all in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's just all dark blue. except for like 3 counties, like getting close to like the northeastern edge, like towards Minnesota. Or not Minnesota, Michigan.
I was about to say Minnesota probably has some good hits there too.
Gosh.
All they have in Minnesota is deep winters, fishing, being like off-brand Canadian, and drinking, right? Pretty much Minnesota wrapped up in a nutshell. They got the Vikings. Everyone that I know from Minnesota is obsessed with the Vikings, and I'm like, not being a sports guy myself, I don't get it.
Copy image. There we go. Oh, that's not the right one. That's the just for fans. There you go. There's the map of the excessive drinking by county.
Let's see. Oh my god.
Look at Wisconsin. It's just dark.
Yeah, the entire state. Oh my god. Yeah, it's that area. It's like that northern part of the Midwest.
It's like just above Milwaukee. It's just like white. I wonder if that's actually just like a lake or something that's right there.
They're like, well, we can't count all the boating people that are drunk constantly, but we'll give them their fair share. That's crazy to me. It doesn't, but then again, aren't 70% of all the breweries in Wisconsin?
Well, they have all of like Miller and everything is up there.
Yeah. All the Miller Lite you can drink by the tankard.
It was funny. Last season or 2 seasons ago on Top Chef, they had it in Milwaukee, and Charlie Barons was there, and like, you know who Charlie Barons is? Like, you've probably seen his comedy skits.
Maybe, I don't know the name.
He's like he does like the Midwest comedy with like with the You Betcha guy, Chad.
You betcha.
Chat. Yeah, pretty much. But it was so funny because like they were at the Milwaukee brewery having them make them food with beer. And you see all the people from Top Chef were all dressed up in suits and stuff. And Charlie Barons walks in there in like a sports coat with a white tee that's like slightly like pulled out and whatnot at the collar. Like it's not fully up. He's in jeans. It's like, that's my Midwest guy for you.
Yeah, he knows how to dress. Look, we don't dress fancy around here.
We dress comfy.
You dress comfortable because you're probably gonna overeat. The weather is either too hot or too cold. There's really not much middle ground. Just dress comfortable. One in the Midwest, dress for comfort.
I wish I could go see Charlie live. He's so fucking funny.
I'll go see him.
He had one show that was close by, but we had already like scheduled ourselves to work for that day, and every tour date since then has been at least a 2-hour drive away.
Oh god.
Like the closest one that he's had to us since then was in Iowa. He had one in Indiana also, yeah. Like everything's like in like he really does like a rural Midwest. I'm just like, oh, sad.
Oh, that's your audience.
Yep. And I'm gonna be searching for this ancient fish, like pocket and use search for a long-nosed unicorn fish.
I never even saw one. Still upset about that. Not once. Fished in all the same spots. Used all my glowworms. Didn't see a single one. Didn't even get the chance to fail at reeling one in. I just failed at finding one, which kind of hurts a little bit more. Didn't have enough faith in me to try.
It just makes it hurt just that much more.
Yep. Didn't even let me try.
Ancient fish. Ancient.
Too old.
Keeps giving me these little guppies. And I ain't about that. No, I already gave Kenley his grilled fish for the day.
Oh. Are you trying to like befriend him?
Yeah. I got Kenyatta to be my chef.
Oh really?
Yep.
How long did that take?
I mean, not that long. Once you start giving them items every day and talking to them like every like in-game day, you know, it goes by pretty quick.
Okay. It's not bad.
And they only have to get to level 4, so
Oh, I thought you had to max it out.
it is. Max out is level 4. It's not 5.
I thought it was 5 for some reason.
So did I. And then I was like, I'm only on level 3, and I got her to level 4, and then I was just like, oh no, I'm drowning. Then I was like, oh, wait, it's maxed out at level 4. And then I went and got her to be my chef.
The quest that you had from the very start of the game finally fulfilled.
Yep. Only took me a
Must be
year and a
nice
half.
to have that sitting on the right side of your screen now.
Yep, now it's blank.
Nice and blank. Nice and empty.
Until I have to go do a random mission for a townsfolk.
So the next mission you're working on then is just max out friendship with all the townspeople.
Yep.
That's a tough one.
Currently, who's the next one's closest to maxing out? Gina. Gina's level 3, about halfway through. Just over. Einar's almost level 3. Bodger's level 3. Everyone else is level 2. I don't have anybody at level 1 anymore.
That's good. I think the librarian and her conspiracy theory sister, and then Jeb the
Jed.
dealer.
Jel.
Yeah.
Jel? Jed?
Oh, there you go. One of them. Those are probably my lowest.
Yeah, Jel.
Like I don't have much reason to talk with them usually, and they're always kind of like.
Yeah, I'm not buying clothes or making outfits, so it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Kind of is a pointless.
Kind of is a pointless.
Kinda is a. Are you just playing GTA 5?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
How is it?
Okay.
It's the same.
riveting.
Same as it's been for the past 12 years.
It's okay. It's fine. I
12 years are...
just rave so much about it that I'm like trying to get a nice perspective as to what to expect for GTA.
Not that.
Yeah, I think they're going a very different route with GTA 6.
Just how it was, GTA 5 was a very different route than GTA 4.
Yeah. And San Andreas, like they're all very, very different.
The vibes are probably close, like in like certain aspects, but like the mechanics of the story are very different from each other.
Yeah. Although, from what I heard, one of the big changes is they're changing how the gun mechanics and the driving mechanics work. Apparently, they're not going to be so arcadey. They're going to be a little more like modernized, which is interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna use those sensors in the controller. You're gonna actually have to steer it.
I also wonder if they're gonna make it so if you like run red lights and hit cars, cops will start coming after you.
That'd be fun, because right now it's lawless as all hell. Like, you're just flying around like a madman.
Unless you hit a cop car, they're just like, oh, looks like that person's in trouble.
My favorite
And
is
then-
literally doing something illegal right in front of a cop. No problem at all. They don't care.
It's like the cops like watching you like drag someone out of their car and beat them up. They're like, wow, it sucks for them, until their car gets hit. They're like, hey, this isn't funny anymore.
It's only funny when it's not happening to me.
Could be
Well,
better.
well, with the modernization of technology, the improvements to AI, I don't see why they couldn't.
No, get over here.
Although it won't come out on PC for a while, I bet.
Oh god, no. They're gonna have to re-optimize the entire damn thing. It's gonna take them like 4 years to get it on PC.
Get over here. Don't you dare get away from me.
They're definitely gonna do it on console first because that's where most of the player base is.
Well, I'm actually kind of curious about that, because now in the modern day, there is a lot of people that are playing on PC more than they are console.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kind of curious how they're gonna play that one off.
Starred Princess Ladybug.
Because that's what people thought was going to happen with the new Monster Hunter, but that came straight to PC. A couple other games that people thought were
It
going to go, like,
it really doesn't make sense. At least like it for it being ported to Xbox, because most people that play Xbox with like even if they play on controller, most of them are playing on a PC with Game Pass.
Yep. That is 100% true.
Yeah, imagine. Comes to Game Pass. Everybody's gonna get Game Pass.
Most people already did, because I think Oblivion is on Game Pass.
It is.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I want them to do what they've been talking about and just make Xbox Game Pass like a memory stick that you plug into your TV, and then you can Bluetooth up to like 4 controllers to it, and then you just stream Game Pass through your TV. You don't even need a console. You just spend $10 a month for Game Pass, and you just have a $20 stick that plugs into your TV, and then you just pay for controllers.
The only thing that would make me hesitant about that is game streaming right now is not the best. Has a lot of problems.
Yeah, but for people who can't afford a $500 Xbox,
Yeah.
or a $2,000 PC.
$2,000 is not, like, I think at this point, if you don't have at least like an upper 4000 series, your computer's going to be obsolete in like 2 years. With the way that they're pushing Unreal Engine 5 and going into Unreal Engine 6, like, I think the average PC is going to start costing way more than $2,000.
Most people who play video games probably are not very high income people.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I would probably second that.
I wouldn't. It's expensive to be a gamer.
But that's still.
But the people who do have that are in a lot of debt.
I guess.
Most people are not running on super $4,500, $4,700 computers like someone that's supposed to be broke.
Yeah, well, why do you think I'm broke?
You made a good investment, and nobody will doubt that. But
Nope.
that's not the majority of players, I don't think.
It's not. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see an increase in people who can't play new gen games, and then that's going to cause an issue within the industry. And the industry is going to have to start focusing on optimization again, because the big problem right now is that a lot of games are not being optimized very well.
Yeah, and you have to use AI just to play them.
Exactly. So I think we're going to kind of go full circle on that one.
Hopefully.
I hope so too, because optimization is huge. Because I do have a great computer. I really do. But here's the problem. I have a great computer, and even still, the optimization is leaving my computer losing some frames due to how poorly optimized it is.
Yeah, games should be way better optimized. Like, when you come back to a game like 3 or 4 years down the line and it's optimized, it's like, why couldn't it be like this in the first place?
Exactly. So I'm agreeing 100% on that one. So I think it's going to be an interesting thing because they're with late game Unreal Engine 5 and Unreal Engine 6, they're going to have no choice but to focus on optimization. Because, like you just said, the majority of people are not going to be able to play the games.
Yeah.
Even consoles are going to start struggling.
Yeah, for Unreal Engine 6, I'm sure that's going to have to be a technology bump. No matter how good the actual engine is, it's got to be a technology bump.
Well, I think what's going to happen is because they're already starting to do it a little bit with Unreal Engine 5, they're putting optimization software built right into Unreal Engine, utilizing AI to auto-optimize across multiple component specs.
I would take that over no optimization at all.
I mean, I think most people would. That's a constant hot topic. Is like, why the hell is this not being optimized? You know?
Yeah, like Monster Hunter.
Oh god, dude, that game came out.
The fact that you weren't even getting like 240 frames per second on your PC is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, well, that doesn't surprise me.
At 1080p.
Yeah, but even still, that doesn't surprise me too much due to the nature of Monster Hunter. There's a lot going on in the background. So the thing with Monster Hunter games is that World had this too, and so did Rise. So the last two before Wilds came out. There is a whole ecosystem actively going in the background the whole time you're playing. So that's one of the reasons why there's a bit of a dip. And the ecosystem is important because it determines on like what kind of materials you can find at given parts of the day, rare creatures that could show up at certain areas after certain conditions are met. There's weather effects constantly happening, flora as well as fauna spawning up dynamically. So there's a lot going on in the background, and that's one of the reasons why the optimization was so bad. It's like, how do you optimize when you built it around the concept of high-end performance, and there's so much going on the back end, right? So I think that's part of the problem. I don't
Probably
know.
worked well on PS5.
It did, but then again, the problem is with PC versus console is when you make a game for a console, every person has the same specs in that console, right?
I mean, having said that, I also think your computer did better than a PS5 did, but still it should be even better than that.
Oh, my computer is better than PS5, like,
yeah,
by an insane
and mine will be too. And I had a conversation with a guy at work. He has a PS5, and I'm like, yeah, but my PC is gonna be way better than your PS5, and then he's like, no, it's not.
If your PC has like a 4080 or higher, it's better than a PS5.
Hey, you think my
I'm
$2,000
be right back. I'm gonna go grab a beverage.
You think my $2,000 computer is not going to perform better than your $500 PS5?
The only reason why people think that consoles perform better than like even an average gaming PC is once again it comes down to game optimization, right? Um,
And
when you're
sorry, finish your thing. I'll tell you something
oh
else.
yeah, well no, but what people don't realize is that when you're making a game, it's so much easier to optimize for a console because everyone has the same specs in their console. Every PS5 has the same specs because they always tune it for like the highest end. Same with Xbox. But when you do it for PC, they have to try optimizing for every build viable within the game's overall component, right? So like let's say it's a game like Monster Hunter Wilds. They have to know the low end and they have to know the high end and then they have to optimize it for everything in between.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Or 1080p.
Yep. I did check my computer with 4K and I was still running at well over 110 frames on 4K on Wild.
Yeah,
as well,
your computer, my card's gonna be able to do 4K. Your card can definitely do 4K. So I'm looking for a 4K monitor, even if I'm gonna play most games in just 1440p, but just in case I want to do 4K ever.
Yeah, whatever you do though, if you want to make a video, don't record in 1440.
I need to do more research about that because like some people's videos look way better than ours do, and it might be because they do record in a higher resolution, and then even when it gets compressed by YouTube and stuff like that, it still looks good.
It could be. I've just heard that if you like one of the issues is that I have my big old wide monitor, right? And whenever I was recording on it, the aspect ratio got thrown off, so I'm not too sure if 1440 would cause that as well. 4K I don't think messes with aspect ratio. I think that's the difference.
Yeah. Maybe. You might be right. I'll have to do more research.
We'll see. We will see.
And then we'll have the highest quality RuneScape build videos. I think our video did really good considering the context of it, and I think a significant amount of our views were like people genuinely interested in the topic.
I like the RuneScape stuff. The building stuff is interesting. They need to add more to the building though.
Yep, and more to the game.
Yeah. I mean, well, I knew that it was in an alpha state when we got our hands on it, so I was like, okay. Because they even admitted they're... Huh?
You should hop on my server and help me just fight the dragon, because I have the highest level gear, and I just haven't fought the dragon yet. I think it'd be fun to just do a quick short of us fighting the dragon.
We could definitely do that as a short. It's gonna be super easy.
Yeah.
I beat him with, like, no issues at all. Because the thing is once you counter his poison, he can't really do anything to you.
And you just attack and win.
Yeah, I mean, like, he wasn't hurting me at all. I kind of felt bad. I'm like, man, I'm bullying this thing.
Alright, I'm gonna go do it now.
Oh, yeah?
I have poison potions.
Yeah, you just put the anti-poison potions on, makes you completely immune to the poison. And, yeah. It's kind of the end of it. He couldn't touch me.
Can't wait to get my freaking PC.
I know. I'm so sad for you. That was super sad.
Those couple days were like some of my darkest days in gaming.
Not to be dramatic, but
Not even dramatic. I could be like dramatic, but that's not even being dramatic. I saved for a year and
I know.
it shit out on me.
Yeah, but guess what? It actually was a blessing in disguise, because now you're getting like an extra $650 of value for free.
Just for a little bit of patience.
Just for a little bit of
and my
patience.
time.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you still got your gaming laptop. You know, it's still there. It's still chugging along. And then
It's hilarious how crappy it seems in comparison.
Well, yeah. Why do you think O'Brockton and I were poking fun at you the whole time?
Even when I said, guys, mine has a 3050 Ti.
It's a gaming laptop, guys. You can take it with you. It's great. Like, okay.
I could still take it with me and play like Minecraft and stuff.
Yeah, no, there's still plenty of games you can play on there. You know, like Oregon Trail on the go.
Solitaire.
Yeah. Don't load up pinball though; it might crash your computer.
Games you can only make in the year 2025.
Yep.
What are you making 2025?
Jokes about games like that.
What games? I missed.
Pinball,
Oh, pinball.
Solitaire, and Oregon Trail.
On my laptop with a 3050 Ti.
How those are
Make-
gonna crash your
making-
computer.
Making it seem like those games are intense and kind of annoying.
Turn the heat on
They are,
too.
man. You gotta store them on a floppy
The only
disk
one
and
that's
bring
cracked
all
is
that
the
with
one
you in
on
your
the
giant briefcase. It all weighs
I
like
said the
80
only one
pounds.
that's cracked is the one
Don't even
on
think
the
about
one
playing
that's
chess.
chilly.
Oh, dude, you play chess and you're done. The AI is gonna be turned sentient. It's always gonna checkmate you constantly.
What are you talking about? He's gonna play AI. He's gonna play chess with Dr. Lupo, and Dr. Lupo is gonna win every time because he's so good.
No, I'm the chess guy. Uh-oh, who's this?
Yo!
Panda.
What's up, Panda?
Jello.
Jello.
Yago.
Yes, that is.
Nice. I haven't had Jello in forever.
It's good stuff,
Stuff,
man.
man.
What's your
What's your favorite Jello
flavor?
flavor?
Lime.
Red.
Red. I was about to say Red 40. That's his favorite flavor. Bugs.
I was always the lemon lime type.
I like red, green.
I like the green. I like the lime Jello.
Christmas colors?
No flavors, just colors. I can taste the colors.
Orange is okay.
I can taste the rainbow.
The
The
yellow,
yellow
is
is
horrendous.
horrendous.
Yellow's just pissed.
Mm.
Pissed Jello.
That yellow snow cone didn't even taste like lemon. It tasted like, oh, you guys are a bunch of jerks.
You don't like your Italian ice?
Have to catch a
Fire
fire-breathing
dragonfly.
dragonfly.
For who?
You haven't caught that one yet?
No, it's
No,
for a
it's for a different
quest.
quest.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn. Pretty sure we all went on a big hunt for the dragonflies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we already
caught
caught
one.
I'm only missing the rainbow-tipped butterfly still. I remember you and I at one point tried going on a big hunt for one and it never showed up.
I don't want to
I
talk
want to talk about like
I
don't know,
the unicorn.
the
Unicorn.
unicorn.
You and me both. I haven't even seen it.
I've
It
seen
didn't
it.
even pop up.
I've seen it, but
I've lost it
three times
now.
I haven't seen it. The game won't even give me the courtesy of attempting at it. It just says no every time.
That is
That
sad.
is sad.
Yeah, like let me fail at least. Not even giving me the chance to fail. The hell is that game?
It went, oh, wait, this guy that's right next to you fishing, giving you the boost, he needs the unicorn fish more, even though he already caught one.
I watched you fail reeling in 3 of them, and the whole time I'm like, it's gonna be my turn soon. It was never my turn.
Nope. And now I'm on the hunt for that ancient fish, and it has the same appearance rate as long-nosed unicorn fish, I think.
Longnorn.
Longnor.
Longnorn.
Longhorn, something, I don't know. I feel like that's the name of like a dwarf or something.
Longhorn, Fizzlecrack.
Fizzle.
Fizzle.
Fizzlecrack. I don't know if you want your name to be Fizzlecrack.
You went there,
not me.
I know. I always go there. Can't stop myself.
Fibblethip.
Fibblethip.
Baborgamos and Fibblethip.
A good old homunculus. He has a homunculus, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like 90% sure.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Should I hit this dragonfly, and then I have to. What is it? Oh, that's pepper flake.
What?
I have red pepper flakes stuck on my lip.
Why you putting that in your Jello?
Well,
You know,
I just wanted to try it out.
it out.
Red pepper flakes.
Spicy Jello, dude.
Red on
Red on
red.
red.
You know, that actually doesn't sound like it'd be too bad depending on what you mix it with.
Dude, if you like tagine,
Get a dude.
on some little jello, I think it wouldn't be too bad.
Just get a hint of habanero in your strawberry jello, like a spicy strawberry jam.
Habanero,
Type feel.
too much for me.
I said a slight. More of the flavor of the habanero than the heat.
I guess. I don't know. I was never a tahini fan. Never got into it. Don't like it.
I agree. I also was not a tahini fan.
Yeah, well, I had a roommate that would put tahini on a bunch of stuff. And she was always like, oh, you don't like it? And I'm like, no. Kind of just tastes like salty socks. I'm kind of good on that one. Makes everything taste like old salty feet. I'm not down with it.
I don't know about that. I never got that effect, but that's just me.
Never got the foot effect?
No, I never got the foot effect.
Oh, lucky you. It happened to me all the time. I was like, oh. This tastes like how, like, old sweaty socks smell. And no matter what it was put on, it made it taste like that. I did not like it. Which is sad, because so much of the Mexican candy has tahini like preloaded on it.
Yeah, or tamarind.
Mhm.
Tamarind is very popular.
Yeah.
I like tamarind.
I love tamarind. Oh, so good.
I guess I'm just not like a spicy sweet fan, right?
Tamarind's not spicy though. It's like a sweet sour kind of deal.
Yeah, but still. I think it's all
I love tamarind Doritos.
lemon lime. It all comes back to lemon lime.
You know, we were gonna go to Tacos del Norte the other day. I was looking forward to getting my lime Doritos from Tacos del Norte, and then we went to Panera Bread instead.
My parents were like, no, let's go to Panera instead. And I was like, okay.
So instead of really good Mexican food, you got fast food hospital food.
My parents like it. They have good soup. They have good soup.
It's easier for Calvin to eat too.
That's fair. It all just reminds me of hospital food. Everything at Panera is just like expensive hospital food.
What are you talking about? Hospital food is like at least five times more expensive than Panera Bread.
They have a good deal going right now. It's like $5 for like a sandwich and soup. But it's only very specific sandwiches and very specific soups.
Oh, that's fair. I want to make soup again.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw them under the bus. We gotta get new lunch, ladies.
People will be like, "What's good on the menu?" And I don't get to order off that menu, so like,
all the good stuff happens before 2 p.m. at the hospital.
dude, our cafeteria isn't even open after like 2 p.m.
Yeah. It's the grab and go.
Oh, so it's just like pre-made stuff at that point?
They have a couple things that they can make. Like you can get like a sandwich or a burger or like a personal pizza. But like the cafeteria where you can like get
personal pizza, we don't have that shit.
Yeah, they have the personal pizza pretty good.
So are the quesadillas.
We just have slices of bullshit pizza and they are always burnt.
I think for us, it just depends on...
No, they make their own pizza, which is funny because when we have transport day, that's the pizza they give us.
They give you the pizza that's been sitting in the cafeteria for like 2 weeks.
Maybe not 2 weeks, but still, it's.
But I will say that I appreciate
edible.
Like at night, they'll give us the when they're shutting down, if there's coffee left over, they'll just dole out the old coffee because they're gonna dump it anyways. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take free coffee.
When the one woman that works there.
No. Well, it depends on the unit.
Depends on the unit, and then
We have coffee on every unit, always boiling.
Good for you.
What the heck? Get it? Tell them to get you a coffee machine.
We used to make coffee on my floor all the time, and then everyone switched to just drinking energy drinks, and now the coffee is only day shifters.
I mean, like the energy, what is it? Having the machine is not necessarily the problem. It's having actual coffee itself.
wonder if they
Oh.
have vendors or something. Every floor.
Every floor has to order their own stuff.
Yeah, so it goes towards your unit budget.
I mean, it's pretty cheap coffee, right?
You would think so.
Coffee's expensive.
Yeah, but in hospital terms, it's probably like a $200 order for 10 coffee bags.
The girl that orders our stuff, last time I saw her, she was so excited. She's like, I ordered different coffee this time. And so they have different flavors, and we opened up the pack, and she goes, ooh, this one's donut flavored. And I looked through them all, and they were all donut flavored. And she goes, oh, I'm disappointed. Like,
They're all different donuts.
The trickery.
Boston cream?
Boston cream coffee sounds pretty damn good, actually.
I still think the Boston cream Klondike bars are my favorite.
Ooh. I
Right?
like the Boston cream.
The only thing I don't like about the Boston cream donut Klondike bars is the fact that they're shaped like a donut and there's a hole in the middle, and I feel like that was just their way of jipping you out of, like, oh yeah, you got really good flavored ice cream and chocolate, but then you lose like a whole like square inch of ice cream and chocolate.
Yeah. Look, you gotta take your wins where you can, but they're gonna manufacture losses, right? Anything Boston cream flavor is immediately gonna be manufactured at a loss. They know how good it is. They know you'll keep coming back.
You're right.
It's like the Boston cream Pop Tarts. How the entire edge of it is just crust.
Yeah, my Boston cream Pop Tarts were good.
They are.
No, I mean like they had like the frosting was like all the way across.
Yeah, but the cream, which is one of the more important parts, is
The innards?
blocked off by like the 3 centimeters of crust all the way around.
Yeah.
That's too much crust.
I
Take the
enjoy
crust.
Yeah, we went to the chocolate the chocolate stand.
I like my cards, man.
Where's the oh, you mean the chocolate stand in McHenry?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got rum balls.
They're effing huge.
Dude, 4 of them were. I was like, how many rum balls do you want? And they go by the pound. I'm like, oh, half pound. She goes, it's just over a half pound. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, sure. We get home. There was 4 of them in there. I'm like, what? 4 pounds for or half a pound for 4 rum balls? Get out of here. They're good though. I enjoyed them.
They're good. Melt them into rum. That sounds like excessive rum. But they're like covered in chocolate and nuts, and I'm like, try and sip on that and just choke on a nut piece. I'm like, what a way to go out.
Yeah, choking on nuts. What a way to go out.
Trying to down it.
How'd you die? Choked on nuts? Were you allergic? Nope. Choked on them.
Just I remade Chef Sweaty Balls from South Park, and I choked on them.
Oh my god.
Chef Salty Balls, right?
Big black salty balls. Yeah.
Chef's Big Black Salty Chocolate Balls.
The lore on Chef went hard back in the day. The dude quite literally influenced like every major artist in the 80s, and just still became a chef in the middle of like a nowhere town.
Yep.
And then he joined Scientology.
Wild.
Yep.
Chef.
Yeah. Chefetology.
Poor choices.
I want to make love to you, children. Ah!
Dude, that was wild. Like, everyone's like, how is South Park ever going to continue without Isaac Hayes? And they showed exactly how it was going to continue.
Such a sad actual story behind that too.
Yeah. Well, he did it.
No, it was his lawyers.
Oh, I know. Oh, no, I thought you meant like being a Scientologist.
No, like he had no problem with them making fun of him for being a Scientologist, but his like lawyers were like,
Well, yeah, if you're in Scientology, you're not allowed to do nothing against it. There's stories of people who joined Scientology and then they were like weren't allowed to talk to their families ever again.
"Oh yeah, I know."
That's crazy. Always trying to convert me every time I walk down Hollywood Boulevard.
Don't you want to be
My favorite-
just like Tom Cruise?
No, God. I'd rather be more like Quentin Tarantino. He's really passionate and not giving a damn about anything. Make the movie, be happy with it, keep going.
Tom, just get out of the closet. No. Come. It's okay. Just come out of the closet. No.
I'm going to the closet.
Sylvester Stallone. Hey, Tom, come out of the closet. Can I come in? Oh, it's very nice in here.
I think I'll stay in here too. Alright, great. Now they're both in there.
R. Kelly, get him out of the closet. If you don't come out of the closet, I'm going to pop you with this gun. Opens the door. Now I'm in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too.
I think what's crazy, one of my favorite moments of like living in LA and going down and interacting with, you know, Scientology. Is I was with Agrella and a couple other people, and we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard. Agrella has like no chill at all with anything. And there was this new Scientology, like this young guy. They clearly just like picked him up off the street when he had just come to LA, trying to be an actor. He had no idea. They were having him stand outside the Scientology building on Hollywood Boulevard, which is one of their flagship spots. And he tries to hand Agrella a pamphlet, and Agrella, without missing a beat, goes, "Hail Zoltan!" and like hits him with the upside down Z, and then just walks away. And I'm sitting there like kind of like laughing, and I look back, and I can clearly see the kid asking, "Is that a good thing?" And the older Scientology guy was like, "No, it's not a good thing. Don't listen to him." And then he pulled him into the building. Absolutely great. He has no idea what's going on. One of my friends lives his apartment. When you look out his bedroom window, it faces the massive Scientology compound. I can't remember what town it's in, but it's like this massive Scientology compound where they bring new converts and they have to like live there for I think like 3 months before they're allowed to go out and try to convert other people. And he's like, "Dude, sometimes I look out my window because you can see the entire back lot of that Scientology building. He's like, sometimes I'll look out my window and there'll just be like 15 people doing exercises in the back lot, and they're being trained on how to be Scientologists." He's like, "It's really weird." I'm like,
You must be a Scientologist.
No. No one that I know wants to be a Scientologist. It's a.
We'll give you a free personality test, and we'll tell you how depressed you are.
Yeah, well, I already know that one. My therapist handled that pretty thoroughly.
Did I think I'm depressed? Who told you that? The Scientology guy? What?
Oh. Wait, what did they call it? I can't remember what their power meter is. Again, it has a name. In that episode.
It's yeah. Oh, what's it called?
My God, I mean, like midichlorians is like Star Wars. But
Yeah.
Like, your midichlorians are all so powerful.
See.
Can't remember what they call it though. It's something ridiculous.
Thetan.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Thetan levels.
The Thetan levels are so high. And then they just convince you to keep paying them more and more money to get more and more tests just to be told that your Thetan levels are even higher.
If you pay this much money, then we can make you less depressed.
Which is hilarious.
I mean, if you give enough money, you'll have nothing and you'll be happy.
No, having nothing.
Even a better deal.
Yeah.
You'll have nothing. You'll live in the pod. You'll eat the bugs, and you'll be happy.
I love eating bugs.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
favorite flavor Jellos.
Yeah, your red bugs.
Those have been being used for a very long time. It is crazy that we still utilize that as a dyeing, though, because like I said, that was something that that became prevalent during the Cleopatra reign when she had her alchemist mix up the bugs. I think it was mixed with like beeswax or something to make her red lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why are we still doing it?
Because it's deemed as safe, and it's cheaper.
Red components. Pomegranate skins, for one.
Well, they did a test in the 90s between the red 40 dye and using like berries and like other things to dye foods, and everybody liked how the food looked with the red 40, so they just kept using it.
Well, yeah, because they're crushing up. It's some kind of like.
It's a dust. It's like a dust mite-y thing.
Yeah, it's like a red mite. They are ultimately harmless, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, they give you a deep color red. You can get that from like beet extract. You can also get it from pomegranate extract.
I don't know. The food companies did a study, and they went, will we make more money or less money if we switch to a different dye? And everyone went, we like the one that's dyed with bugs better. And they went, okay, guess we're using bugs.
It's bugs.
He's in the ground.
Budger. He has become one with the garden.
I mean, he's probably happy about that. Sitting there making dad jokes.
Romaine calm.
Did you say romaine calm?
Yeah, it's one of the things that Budger says.
Oh, he gave me berries.
Gardening dad jokes.
I see.
Dad? But Dad, I'm okay.
I forgot where I heard it from, but it was on some show. But someone did a dad joke where there was like a race, and they're like, you gotta relish the competition. You gotta muster up the courage. You must catch up. It's like, shut up.
It would have been funny if you would have stopped the first time you said it. Stop going. People don't know when to quit. Taking jokes too far sometimes. Especially dad jokes.
Never too far.
It's never too far. Never too far.
Oh, it's the one of my favorite ones. Like, did you ever hear about the gingerbread man that lost his leg in Vietnam?
No.
Sad story, but he came back and he formed a band named Limp Bizkit.
Oh that hurt. Don't do that. I know that wasn't your joke, and you're just quoting it. People need to not ever say that.
Oh, I like that joke. that cracks me up every time.
Limp Bizkit.
Oh my god. You better be.
I believe I can believe it's a mixture.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah. No, I'm not looking like much of a truther right now, guys.
I'm calling you a truther.
You know what? I tried rewatching Drake and Josh not too long ago, and there's something about the lack of a backtrack in the episodes that kind of disturbs me a little bit. Have you tried watching it recently?
No.
If you go back and rewatch some of the early episodes, there's a lot of just ambiance going on, and not a lot of background music or noises, like denoting like a change in like scenery. It kind of feels a little odd. There's something about it. Like the jokes are still funny, but there's just something about it. It feels a little devoid.
Like it's not funny. It's serious.
No, it's actually a drama.
Is that it? I don't think that's the Indian fish. Let's see.
Drake and Josh was actually an intense drama.
It's so serious. I'm
Yeah.
making jokes like this.
So serious that I can't even laugh.
It's really serious. telling you.
That wasn't it.
You gotta be
A
careful.
midnight paddlefish.
Well, I gotta get attacked? Like, what the hell? You gotta be careful. Someone might be listening.
Miranda Cosgrove is listening in on every conversation about Drake and Josh and iCarly.
Oh my god. Yeah, better be careful then. I don't trust someone who doesn't swear.
I'm serious, dude. It's serious shit. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna beat me up. 'Cause I laughed at Drake and Josh.
Josh
How am I
Peck is
supposed to-
gonna show up and he's gonna say, "That was anti-Semitic of you."
And I'll go, you know what? No, it wasn't. Shut up.
And then Drake's gonna show up and he's gonna play. I never thought that it'd be so simple. I found a way.
And then Miranda's gonna pop around the corner and call you a boob.
How dare you? How dare you comment on my form?
It's gonna be a huge Drake and Josh reunion.
Just because I got man boobs, leave me alone. They're packs, all right?
And they're gonna make you watch ATM with Josh Peck in it.
Oh God. Oh wait.
I remember watching that for the first time and we were all like, is that Josh?
Yeah.
Is that an ATM?
Is that an ATM? Why is he in there? Who has money?
I don't have money.
People can withdraw money? I don't believe that.
ATMs are gonna go the way of the phone booth in years to come.
Well, if we end up going to what they want to go to, which is the crypto market, then yeah, it's going to become a very, very slowly extinct monicum of past society. It'll be interesting.
People these days go, what's that? Though that was an ATM. What's an ATM? It's a machine where you got money. What's money?
And then at that point, I jump off a bridge.
How much Bitcoin is that?
How much Bitcoin is $1?
Well,
Some 1 minute it's 0.00007 and the next it's 0.00012.
It changes day to day. Is that a wonderful?
Changes minute to minute.
the American dollar was like that for a long time though too, right?
Well, you guys have the gold backed.
Yeah, because it would fluctuate with the price of gold.
Can you imagine everything was like gas station pricing, where it could be like $3 1 second and then $3.50 the next second?
Yeah, you can drive past it. Yeah, dude, they put on it was I forgot which restaurant was doing it. What they were like gonna put on high traffic prices. So like from like 2 to 5 p.m. they were gonna make it 10% more expensive to get food.
New York, wasn't it?
Wendy's was trying to do it everywhere.
New York was doing like some kind of toll to get into the city.
Yeah, New York had a toll for the city. If you went through a certain intersection in the city, it would charge you so much money per time you drove through one of the blocks.
That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff.
Like New York's already bad enough. You don't need to cause even more traffic problems by people trying to avoid these tolls.
Yeah. And what's crazy about New York is that they actually have a transit system. And they still have such bad traffic. Like LA, there's no transit. You have to drive if you want to get anywhere. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it makes sense why there would be so many. I don't understand New York.
Well, there's a lot of issues with the New York transit system. Mainly people getting pushed onto the railroad tracks.
Yeah, that happens in Chicago sometimes too.
Yeah, but it's a very common occurrence. I think last year there was like 15 people that got shoved onto the tracks.
Oh God.
That's wild.
That might be a little excessive, but how many people were shoved onto the subway tracks In New York, 2024. At least 25 people were shoved onto the subway tracks in New York City in 2024.
Just in 2024.
Just in 2024. Increase from the 20th that was reported in 2019.
Well, did you know that there was one thing that was happening in LA that I thought was kind of crazy? So, and it was happening in Chicago a bit too. So people were coming off of freeways, and there would be people who would be hiding on like the freeway ramps, like the off ramps, and they would throw like a cinder block, like a big cinder block, onto the off ramp to blow your tires out, and then they would rob you.
That's crazy. There were in the city, like there's people that would act like their car's broken down on the ramps and block the ramps.
Yep, and then all they have to do is get out and rob you.
So I just looked up how many people were stabbed on the subway in New York City, in the subways. And it's like, while specific exact numbers for stabbings in 2024 are difficult, the MTA has reported a 65% increase in felony assaults from 2019 to 2024. There were 374 reported felony assaults in 2019 and 579 reported felony assaults in 2024. Additionally, there were 10 murders on the subway in 2024, up from 3 in 2019. New York is lawless.
Well, there's so many people. I mean, it's like, did any of you ever read like the Universe 25 experiments?
Nah.
Do you guys know what that is?
Nope.
So, really interesting read. It was a scientist, also like a socio humanitarian type, where he was trying to see the effects of a utopia, like a condensed cityscape utopia, on mice. And over the course of 5 years, he took this big mice colony, and he made them a utopia.
Oh, is this the one where the mice became like gay, antisocial, and they started having like orgies, and they stopped eating, and they all like died?
I don't know about the gay and what was actually happening.
I'm
is,
super gay, actually.
No. What happened was they formed gangs. And even though there were ample amounts of food, the gangs would like rip apart other mice and cannibalize them. And like there's like plenty of food. There's no reason for them to do that, other than the fact that the cramped living conditions and the lack of actual like social archetypes just made them go rogue. And then all of the babies that were being born were being abandoned by their mothers, and they became antisocial. And then on top of all of that, those babies then like failed to be able to like do anything for themselves. It's wild, man. The Universe 25.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Universe 25 experiments. Mouse orgy.
Yeah, put that in your search history.
It is.
I searched up mice orgies.
Sir, why'd you Google mice orgies on May 10th, 2025?
Listen to our Discord chat. You know, you'll understand why.
I did it for science.
Orgies.
Nice.
Yeah, I recently watched a whole video on the Universe 25 stuff, because I read about it a bit back, like a couple years ago, but not in too much detail, and I watched this like hour-long video explaining it. Very crazy. Very, very crazy stuff. And it was just simply to see if like a utopia would be beneficial to mice. It turns out no, it was quite the opposite. They ended up killing each other. They all went extinct.
Maybe that's a good thing.
No, it definitely was not a good thing.
Definitely gives you the thoughts on like yin and yang kind of situation. Like you really need to have a balance.
Well, yeah, the other thing is like you shouldn't cram a bunch of people into a city. And like basically what Universe 25 was trying to test is the detriment of like a New York style city living where there's so many people stacked on top of each other, and there's so many resources that it actually causes a dystopia, which
Maybe
I
they're
thought was...
testing mice orgies.
Well, we're waiting on Dr. Orgy over there to confirm that. I don't
I
remember
just-
hearing anything about mice orgies. I just know that they formed gangs and they all became antisocial and killed each other. So.
I don't know. I would have to look more into it. That was the only thing I found on it was an Imager post where people were talking about it.
We gotta look more into mice orgies.
Yeah, for science.
Yeah.
Definitely not because I'm a secret furry.
I love
No,
mice.
definitely not that. And my first owner is definitely not like an off play of
That is like I definitely don't like mice, and I definitely did not watch the Disney Channel too much when I was growing up.
I definitely did not have my sexual awakening to Minnie Mouse. I promise.
What's an orgy?
Stop. Hey, Chat GPT. Can you explain to me what an orgy is?
Go ask Grok.
Grok won't know. It's just gonna be like, well, you know, in the in the classical literature of Charles Dickinson, every question I ask it now, it keeps telling me book stuff.
Did you refresh the chat?
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta check something there. Something's not going right.
Because man, I get to give me a whole bunch of different things, even if I have it in the same chat as on something else.
It's just all quoting books. It's all books. I probably did something wrong. I'll have to look at it again, but it's pretty funny because I asked the question about like a recipe, and it was like quoted Ratatouille. Okay. Not what I was looking for.
I asked Grok to give me the bass tabs and guitar tabs for songs, and it did. And it told me what tempo to play it in and how many times to play certain sections before moving on to the next one.
Nice. It's just like that. What was that website that we used to use? The tab website.
Guitar Tab Pro or Tab Hero or something like that.
Tab Hero.
Although I did download an app on my phone that is very similar called Songster, and you can just enter in whatever song you want and it will pull up the tabs for you.
That's cool. Songster, huh? I've never heard of it.
I learned how to play Tink from the Cowboy Bebop the other day.
Playing some jazz bass, huh?
And then I pulled up some Anti-Flag, and I went, nope, still can't play these.
I still need Mean Gene to teach me how to play drums, but he won't.
Does he have a drum set?
Let's just go to Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero.
Great location.
All right, everybody, we're hopping into a video game.
Hell yeah,
Let's
dude.
go there. Let's go to Guitar Hero.
Let's go to Guitar Hero. I'll finally learn how to play
Well,
drums.
we'll go to the 80s Guitar Hero where you can play. I think I'm turning Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah. Even better. There we go.
I think what I could teach you is more so how to write drums, because it's like, if you know how the sounds are supposed to work, you could apply that yourself to a drum kit after you know how it works.
Yeah, but I don't even know what the hell. I think trying to learn how to write something I don't even know how to play wouldn't go too well.
I'm not very good at playing the drums, but I could write drums pretty good.
Well, we'll have to see.
So there's a lot of people, composers, that write music for instruments that they can't actually play.
Yeah, but they're usually trained in music, like I'm not at all. He's got to play the tambourine.
I trained myself out of the drums. Nobody showed me.
Oh.
Yeah, just go get yourself one of those electronic kits that you just put headphones on.
I was thinking about it, but even the cheapest ones are expensive. I can't throw that money around right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not
But that's
quite
what
yet.
you should get, and then you and I can literally play songs together. I could just program the rest of the stuff in the background, and with headphones, we could just listen to the click track.
I will look into it because
I think within a few months you could be good enough to play music like in a jam session.
maybe.
Like one or two. I would think 1 month, but maybe you have to be more lenient, like 2 or 3 months.
Do you
How
still
much I practice.
do you still have my acoustic?
Definitely.
Oh, me?
No,
Guitar.
Meanie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never had any
That's
of
the
that.
one Piantek I remember.
Oh, Piantek. That guy.
Ukulele.
Hopefully you're
No, the ukulele. Forgot it at the Round Lake house.
so many instruments
It's
gone
in-
missing over
I
the
forgot
years.
your guitar at the house.
The black Washburn one that I traded your.
Wait, what? I have the Washburn.
Oh, you have the Washburn. Yeah. So I had the Washburn, I had the acoustic, and I had a ukulele and the bass. And you ended up with the bass, the Washburn, and the acoustic, and then the ukulele got left at the Volo house or the Round Lake house.
I probably didn't take it 'cause I'm like I'm cheap.
What are you talking about? That was like a $200 ukulele.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then, I don't know. My bad, I guess.
Bad, I guess.
I dropped like 100. I dropped like $180 on that thing before tax.
Well, you should have told me. I don't know. Hell yeah.
Why does that matter if it's cheap or not? Just take it with.
I only had my car, and I was trying to take as much stuff as I can. I made like 4 or 5 trips. I
don't
was
wanna hear any
tired.
excuses, man.
Yeah, true. I was the only one supposed to save anything. That's really...
Yeah.
I asked if you wanted it, and you said, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it." Otherwise, I would have taken it.
My
Unfortunately,
favorite
we
is
definitely weren't speaking very much.
We were not speaking very much at the time.
all I'm gonna say is I moved halfway across the country, fitting everything that I wanted to into my car. So I don't know.
Do your best when you can, right? There was a lot of stuff I didn't take from that house. Like, I just didn't have it in me to keep going back and forth to that shitty ass Chicago studio apartment.
That's fair. You can only load
Studio.
up so much anyway.
Yeah, a lot of pizza boxes.
Gotta be a collector.
Definitely a lot of pizza boxes at one. Especially
You were
because I
just-
worked at Illuminati's for a little bit.
He worked for the
You're-
Illuminati.
You were just collecting pizza boxes from every pizza restaurant in Chicago. Look at all many pizza joints I went. Look how many pizza joints I went to.
Dude, pizza is a good job. Like, I think for any growing young person, that's pretty profitable. Especially if you take
Oh,
it
yeah?
seriously. It's a good
What
job.
if I don't take it seriously?
Well, it's also
And
better when you're in the city and you have a lot more opportunities. Like out here, I feel like it's not as profitable.
true. The job I had at the Illuminati's in Riverside or whatever it's called, like by downtown, like right outside downtown. I was making so much money in my 4-hour shift. It was like I couldn't even believe it. In 4 hours, I would make over $100, like $120 or $130.
Yeah, I hear how much money people were making doing DoorDash in the city, and I was just like, man, that sounds like it might be actually worth it, especially if you just get like one of those electric bikes.
That's what
True.
Carlo was doing
For
in
the city.
Burbank.
Yeah,
Except he was biking everywhere. He didn't have an electric bike, but he was making good money doing that.
but I mean, yeah, you spend a little bit of extra money on a bike that has a motor on it, so that you can go like 25 miles an hour. And then you just drive around the city at 25 miles an hour, and you just deliver food to people.
Anything that you do that is less effort than what you get out of it is like a pretty good idea. But that one's substantial.
But now DoorDash is all those the delivery places are too expensive. And people aren't making enough money out of it anymore.
Nope, it was very profitable for like a year and a half.
I did DoorDash during COVID time.
I'm sure it's pretty profitable then.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped me pay my bills, right?
That was during that year.
And it
a
was
half
kind of
period.
easy. I would finish my bread job at like 11:30, and I would just do DoorDash for the lunch shift.
Kind of pick and choose your own hours, right?
Yeah, so I would drive right over from Highland Park to Evanston, and people would be ordering
Bread.
like Chipotle and pizza. Oh no, Chili's.
I remember every time I would.
Acting Chili's.
We've done it.
Oh God.
I just remember every time when you were working for Breadsmith, every time I would see bread at the Breadsmith bread at the store, if there was anything wrong with it, I would text you and be like, fix this.
Yes, I
I'd,
remember a couple of texts about the bread.
I'd pick up a loaf of bread and there'd be like a hole going through like 5 slices, and I'd be like, yo, what's with this bread? I'm like, did you stock this bread?
Not all of those are perfect. In my truck, in my van, and I would go for them.
Like texting you like it means anything. Like you had anything to do with the making of the bread.
Nope, that was the owners. They would be there at like 4 a.m. making bread. They had an oven like it's a freaking video game. And you're cooking bread.
Cooking Mama. Bread edition.
Eugene was just sitting there. He was throwing ingredients at them all over the place, being like, hey, just load up on all of these ingredients. It's okay, like he does in Overcooked.
Actually, on Fridays for the over the weekend breads, sometimes when I first started working there, they would have me help them bag the fruit dessert breads, like blueberry pie bread, apple pie bread.
I remember you bringing that stuff home, and I was like, this is absolutely delicious.
Apple pie bread sounds absolutely awesome.
Blueberry pie bread was so good.
Dude, it was, yes, I used to eat like whenever there was a blueberry pie bread that was about to go out of date and I took it from the shelves, I would eat it in the van.
Blueberry pie bread toasted with some salted butter on it was so good. I was like, oh.
I used to, I don't know if you remember when my mom used to work at the Big Apple Bagel.
Oh yeah, she was very funny every time I went there.
Oh yeah.
No. That place hasn't existed in like 15 years.
No, yeah, that chain went out quick. The owner was interesting.
I remember going there and I bought a bagel and a shake, and I handed your mom a $10 bill, and she handed me a $20 bill back, and I went, okay.
The owner was a crack. Every time I would go in there, and my mom was working, the owner would like have me wipe down the 3 tables that were in there, and he would just give me $100. And I'm like, I'm not gonna complain, right? So, and then he'd be like, take as many bagels as you want, take as many drinks as you want. So I went, okay, and I would take a garbage bag and just take all the bagels, and then I would take all the cream cheese, because otherwise they're just gonna throw it out anyway. And then I would take like half of like the soft drinks in the fridge and bring it all home. It was great.
Yeah, I had to go there every morning when I was at Camp Agape. Get dropped off in the morning, I'd hop out the car, run over to Big Apple Bagel really quick, and then run back in and clock in for my camp counselor job.
There you go. Big Apple Bagel was a bagel shop. Definitely a bagel shop.
You definitely ate bagels.
I definitely ate way too many bagels. That's probably why I got fat.
Dude.
Definitely, it wasn't a pre-diabetic eating a chocolate chip bagel with chocolate chip cream cheese with a chocolate milkshake every morning.
I used to go to this place at my old job where I would do the pest control stuff. There was a bagel place I went to, and pretty much almost every time I went there, they would offer me so many bagels, and it was like, it was just really nice to have the bagels. I don't know. I didn't insist upon taking the bagels, but they were like, no, take the bagels for some reason.
The real question, though, is how safe did you feel eating those bagels, knowing what you saw?
Pretty okay. They mostly just had like some flies and fruit flies.
So normal crap, nothing crazy.
Yeah. And it was in the kitchen area, not the bagel area.
Well,
Yeah, there's not much you can do about flies.
Where there's water, like I tried to like spray for them, but like do they always have them? I really don't know.
Fruit flies are really hard to get rid of.
Yeah, they can live in your drains.
Yeah, and I like tried to do all the stuff they told me to do to make them go away.
But they wouldn't. They wouldn't go away. Came back stronger every time.
like the sand people,
And they flew you in fly air.
they come back in greater numbers.
I think one of the worst is those little black flies, the sewer flies. Oh my god, these things are so gross.
Is not the fruit fly?
No, different kind of fly.
Cockroaches. Like
Oh.
cockroaches.
I mean, that's a different story.
Oh.
It's still not a good story.
Trust me, as somebody who used to work for that thing, it's a horrible story.
Trust me, as someone who watched someone throw a cockroach in their mouth while eating Cheez-Its.
Cockroach in my mouth, which is good because if I had, I might have had an allergic reaction. I was eating the cheese, and it crawled out of the bowl. While I was eating the No. The trauma of that is horrible. That's not as bad, okay?
Oh my god.
This is the first time I've ever heard it.
How was this the first time you
I don't know.
Your husband and I lived in this ghetto apartment and off like 20 minutes off the last stop of the Brown Line in Koreatown.
Well, I know where you live.
And the guy who rented to us, his name was Sonny. It was his dad's old apartment that he inherited after he passed away. And his dad had renovated the basement into two different apartments. And I remember asking, I'm like, Sonny, does this place got bugs? And he went, no, it doesn't got bugs. We're good. And sure enough, it had bugs, and it had German water roaches, which I'm sure if anyone's ever had them knows they are impossible to get rid of. And the worst part is that we didn't know it first, so we were living, carefree.
Like a month and a half?
Yeah, for like a month and a half, and then I was sitting on the couch one day, and we were playing Destiny, and sure enough, I look over because I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what was that? And Brock, I don't know. So we go and move my backpack. Sure enough, big old roach, big fat German water roach. And we're like, oh god, hopefully there's only one of those. Nope, there was many of them. There was too many of them. We had to tape the vent shut
You had
because
a
they were
roach
pouring
apartment.
in. Huh?
You had a roach apartment.
We had a roach apartment that also had black mold in the bathroom, and because there was so many roaches, and it was a garden apartment, we had massive house centipedes that would eat the roaches.
We also forgot about...
Yeah, house centipedes feed on roaches.
Then we also threw a potato in one of the cabinets and then forgot about it because we never opened up the cabinets again. And then when we moved out, there was a potato that was like growing.
Onto the wall. It looked like something out of an alien movie.
I mean, it's not like you took very good at the place either if you had a potato growing onto the wall.
It wasn't growing on the wall. It was in the cabinet, and it was just had sprouts growing out of it. It wasn't attached to the wall.
No, it just looked like it. It freaked me out. Also, I didn't want to touch... Okay, well, once we found out that we had roaches, we had to throw out all the food that wasn't sealed, that was in the apartment, because I almost ate a cockroach in my Cheez-Its. And... yeah, it was gross. Okay? I don't know what to tell you.
I still think the best part was us finishing doing the dishes. Sonny comes downstairs to do the last check, and he goes to turn on the sink, and the sink doesn't work. We're like...
No. My God.
My mom's just like, the sink was working. We just did a bunch of dishes. It was working 5 minutes ago.
I think my favorite was because it was after you had moved out, and I was just like done. Like I couldn't keep doing it at that point. So I remember calling Sonny down, and just going, "Hey, I'm moving out," and he's like, "Well, what about the lease?" I'm like, "Remember how you told us that the place didn't have roaches?" and that like it was safe to live here. Yeah, it turns out that was all a lie. So we're leaving. And then he basically just tore the lease contract up. I threatened to call the city on him. That always helps.
Like,
Ugh. Ugh. So realistic.
Oh yeah, Michael told me about the potato because I told I don't know. I was watching Conan where he like travels around the world visiting people who called into his podcast. And one of them he went to Norway and this guy had a potato sprouting in his like one of the drawers in his kitchen. I was like, really? And I was just. He's like, yeah, this potato is sprouted. And then they open another one, and there's like a loaf of bread. How old is this loaf of bread? About a week. He's like knocking it against stuff. It's like a freaking brick.
Oh, I took a brick over a moldy loaf.
And then he opened up another cabinet and found like some cereal. It's like the cereal had also solidified into a brick.
How?
Apparently just melded together. And he used the bread to break up the cereal. Just like
My God.
What are you keeping all this old ass?
There is one moment that I also can't forget. My nana, my great grandmother. I used to hang out with her a lot because my dad and her lived in the same trailer park for a little while. And one of the things that we would do is we would hang out and we would watch old like game shows like Card Shark.
yeah.
And, like a bunch of like
The Pyramid.
Oh man, the pyramid.
Those are great. Like so we would sit there and she'd just be like chain smoking. We'd be drinking a bunch of Diet Coke inside her trailer, and then I was hungry and she's like, "Go make a sandwich. I have some bread." And she wouldn't refrigerate her bread. She would keep it out. And I guess she forgot how old the bread was, and I dipped my hand in to get it, and it was just mold, green mold, all over my hand. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, was it the other day? I was gonna make myself a sandwich. I picked up a loaf of bread and it was moldy, and I'm like, oh.
That's why you gotta refrigerate your bread.
I don't want to refrigerate it. We go through bread fast enough that typically that we don't really need to refrigerate it.
I always refrigerate. Ever since I dipped my hand into just like pure green mold, I refrigerate my bread.
Normally, a loaf of bread doesn't last us like more than 4 days.
Oh.
Like we eat so much bread.
By we,
I mean,
you
yes.
You eat so much bread.
Sorry, I make sandwiches a lot.
I was doing the sandwich thing for a while, but like too much sandwich.
Got sandwich out.
Yeah. Way too many sandwiches.
What do we have today? We've been having a lot of pasta.
We had pancakes,
For Calvin to eat.
and then we had shrimp pasta, and then we had leftover chicken lasagna.
Disgusting. Bug pasta.
Yeah, just because you can't eat it.
Because it can kill you.
Cockroach pasta.
You don't gotta knock it down.
Yeah, I do. People need to know what they're eating.
I knocked down the way you cut your skirt steaks.
That's fine. I did butcher them. I admit it.
Why did you cut it this way? Why'd you? I like that chew for 10 minutes. It's still a solid mass.
I mean, hey, I'll bullshit my way out of anything. I knew what I did wrong. I just wasn't gonna admit it in the moment.
It's like I can't chew this. Oh, it took a lot of chewing.
Gotta bite through the fajita. You bite through the tortilla. And you try to rip this meat, and it just slides right out.
Yeah.
Work on mine. Glad I don't have to meet TMJ.
That's how you mew, right? Want that strong jawline.
It's like, alright, dude. Alright.
Good for you.
Oh yeah, I don't want.
Not in the best condition.
I do have TMJ, alright? It's good for you. Trust me.
No, it's
Gotta strengthen those jaw muscles so your jaw doesn't slip out of place.
The TMJ is like literally like arthritis in your jaw.
Yeah, I know. You gotta fight through it.
So eventually what you're telling me is that you're gonna just suck your food through a straw. That's what you're telling me.
No, I'll get a robot jaw.
Dude, there was like a month, way back in the day. I was still working at Walgreens, and I had an ear infection which inflamed my jaw, and then so I took like antibiotics to clear it up, right? But before it officially cleared up, I was playing basketball and I dove on the floor for the ball, and someone kneed me in the jaw, like right where like the TMJ is. And yeah, dude. So like it kept hurting. And like I'm like, this is an ear infection, like not gone. And like when it was like popping, I'm like, did I like break my jaw or something? Like what happened? So I like went to the dentist for them to take x-rays and just to make sure that everything was good with it. I was like, Jesus Christ, like what did I do to my freaking face?
Need him right in the TMJ.
Yeah, right in the temporal mandible joint, bro.
Yeah. Is that what it stands for?
Yep.
Temporal mandible joint.
Pretty sure. Something along those lines.
I think he's just making it up.
I'm like 95% sure that's what it's called.
Temporal mandible joints.
TMJ, temporal mandibular joint.
You still streaming?
Yeah.
Anyone who's listening, if you think he's telling the truth, type 1 in chat. I think it's BS.
I literally just Googled it.
Nope. You can think whatever you want.
So TMJ is the actual joint.
Yeah.
TMD is the disorder. Mm-hmm.
So everyone has TMJ, is what you're telling me.
Yes. Everyone has. It's the whether you have the TMJ pain. Ancient fish, where are you?
Ancient
Still
fish.
fishing?
Yeah, dude.
Or both fishing. I'm for the freaking unicorn fish that's the bane of everyone's existence.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find it.
I just haven't been able to catch it. And now I can't find it.
Yeah, same.
I think I've been looking for this fish for almost like an hour and a half.
Well, the entire time we've been talking, that's for sure.
Yep. I think 10 minutes after you hopped on, I started looking for it.
It's okay.
That's why I was like, I don't know how big it is. I know what it looks like generally, but I don't know if it's like a big looking fish, if it's a small fish.
It's a huge fish. Trust me, I know. 'Cause I've definitely caught one.
$100. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What was this?
Oh, the gang's all here.
When the moon hits your eye like
Hey.
the pie, that's amore.
What?
That was the most unenthusiastic version of that song.
That's the only version. That's John Baker.
You know, sometimes you can't give it your all.
No, sometimes you have to go on some kind of weird local TV.
And sometimes you feel like enough.
Yeah.
I am.
Sometimes you don't.
Dang. I'm probably not gonna find this fish.
Well, this point, I don't expect to find this fish, so.
The person said on Reddit said that it took them 6 months to be able to catch 2 of them.
What?
That's
6 months.
crazy.
Yeah.
6 months to catch what?
A fish.
A fish in Palia.
Yeah, he's streaming Palia and he's been fishing me almost the entire time. For one fish. That's rough.
Yeah, the one person said they used 600 glowworms.
Oh.
Wow.
And even if I do find it, another person's... What?
Sorry. Yeah, I got it.
And then another person said that they needed +5 fishing bonus from fishing with friends, plus eating sushi, plus having a booster on their rod to be able to catch it, and they still lost 2 of them.
Eating sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you a boost to your fishing.
What? I gotta go make some sushi.
There's some specific foods that boost certain activities.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the meals is the trout dinner that you can learn from. I think it's Einar.
I have the trout dinner.
Yeah. Some of them give you boosts to fishing.
Oh. Meanwhile, I'm just fishing with nothing on.
Doing it how God intended, huh?
Now dinner created ancient humans. Get your items love hook fish more quickly for a short time.
I got you. I'll finish it.
With what, the trout dinner?
Yeah.
Whatever. I want better luck. Better luck to get legendary fish. How's that?
Considering there is no legendary fish, just epic fish.
Whatever. Epic. You know what I meant.
Nope, legendary now. You spoken into existence.
Squid Games.
I like how you're just like very quietly in the background.
I'm quiet in the background.
You're always like either like I think you're just like super far away from your mic at any given time.
Not even like a foot away. I need a better mic.
Far away?
Apparently.
Mine's like right next to my face.
Mine's about 6 inches.
Mine's a headset, so you already know.
I'm 6.5 inches.
Wow, dude.
It's a,
I wonder why I can't hear you.
Oh, we're talking about Mike still? Oh. Heyo.
I don't know what you possibly could have been talking about. That was a joke about 6 inches.
So,
So,
$5 foot longs no longer exist.
yeah, they're $6 or 11 inches.
another $100. 1 inch long.
Can you imagine a 1-inch sandwich?
It's called a French restaurant.
It's called an hors d'oeuvre.
Called a waste of my time. That's what it's called.
Canapes at the fast around parties.
Oh my god.
Just a little 1-inch sandwich. There you go. Enjoy.
Here, try this little sandwich.
It's a fingerling.
Finger food. Fingerlings instead of potato.
Fingerling.
Frankie, help me
fingerling.
fight the dragon.
Now you want me to help you fight the dragon?
I'm ready.
I'm not. I'm swimming to Goldshire, okay? Give me a second.
What are you two doing?
Well, he's swimming to Goldshire, apparently.
Did you just play a WoW?
No. He's playing GTA 5. Obraksha is streaming Palia.
I'm playing RuneScape.
Oh, now he's playing.
He's saying Dragon Wilds, which is why he needs help fighting the dragon.
He doesn't really, but I will help him. You just have to give me a minute. Gotta get all the way to
The
Goldshire.
dragon.
I'm almost there.
Tried fighting it and I almost won. but I
Flared.
didn't win.
Go where the flare is, fool.
I'm using magic.
No.
Magic.
Smack him in the face like I did. Get a big old, get your mace, just crack
I
him.
didn't have enough healing potions. Now I think I do.
Give me a minute here. I'll help you. It's okay. I've gotten a couple levels. On my guy.
Alright, you're leveling a warlock?
No, I'm kind of like bouncing between the lock and the hunter. I was leveling the warlock, but then some level 60 horde rogue came into Goldshire and murdered all the quest givers, so I couldn't turn anything in. So then I just bounced over to the hunter.
That's pretty funny.
It was pretty rude.
Get back here.
Hunt those Cernups.
It's Disco Stew.
I randomly ran into it, and now I don't know where it went.
Disco Stew. Let's bring him back.
What's hard is those what is it? The little
The
rats.
The Chappas?
The chappas that split. Because once they bury themselves, like, you can't get them.
Nope. You gotta get them before they bury themselves.
That's hard.
You need dazing arrows.
D-spell?
Yeah, that too. Same thing.
Wait, it took someone how long to catch a fish in Palia?
Well, it's taken Pocket a whole year to catch this one that she's looking to get.
Let's talk about that.
And actually, the one girl, Elsa, who was helping us out, she had like everything maxed out.
Streaming right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My
Why?
bad.
Why?
Have I said anybody?
I've said it like 4 times.
Sorry. Have I
You're
said
good.
anybody's names yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all said someone's name already today at some point, so it's alright.
You doxed us multiple times, then we heard your whole conversation.
Finally. Oh, my hunting's level 9. Sweet.
But yeah, but Elsa, when I caught the long-nosed unicorn fish, she still hadn't, and she had like everything maxed out.
Yeah, that's what's crazy too. Like the RNG on the fishing is pretty rough. You have like no real way to control it either.
That finding bugs in fishing is a rough go.
Yeah, everything else is pretty chill. I had an easier time completing like almost said the Pokédex. I had an easier time completing like the bug and fish decks in pretty much any Animal Crossing than I have in this in Palia.
Well, and then
Crazy.
it's also like it really helps to be doing it with friends, because the more friends that you're like, more people in your party that you're doing an activity with, you get a boost for it. So if you're doing everything by yourself, it's like, it makes it harder. So for me, when I was doing the unicorn fish, Elsa and Ravenfire and Brokey were all with me. So I was just running around with a bunch of people trying to catch this fish.
I mean, I'm hopping in. Make sure your world's open.
Oh.
Friends.
Alright, is PvP on? I'm gonna help the dragon kill you.
Was that it? Is this it? Is this the fish? I don't recall this fish. No, I don't think that's it. That's not purple enough.
It's not purple.
That's a light purple. I need a dark purple.
You're not purple enough. I yell at Grimace. He cries.
You're not purple enough. I yell at William Afton.
I mean, yeah.
You know, purple.
Oh no, there's
Well-
a password. I can't remember what it was.
William Afton, the only man to be purple and orange.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was yellow. Never mind. William Afton went from mustard man to purple guy.
Mustard man.
Yeah. I can't wait for FNAF 2. So excited.
It's HFGT all cap.
Alright, well it's closed now. You have to reopen it.
What?
Going in now.
He closed it?
Oh. Oh.
Happy funny game time.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh no, I drowned. I walked too close to the edge of the water. Then I have to stop streaming soon, though. Still have to finish up a little bit of the shorts for tomorrow.
Is it open yet?
It's been open.
All right, let's try your password.
It's been ready.
I'm coming in. You have a portal set up by the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, if I have to run there, I swear.
The dragon broke the portal.
Actually, I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't doubt it. Can't happen. Where's your port?
I'll go.
Your base looks so funny.
I love it though.
It looks like it was procedurally generated.
It was.
Dude, you built so many portals. Holy crap. Why did you build so many? There's some that are like right next to each other.
I have to get away from creatures that would always carry a portal.
You just keep putting them down, not picking them back up. Alright, let's go get them. Oh, it's already here.
It's already almost midnight.
Yep.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying.
They got done. Well, folding 3 loads of laundry really took a lot of time. There's so much laundry.
Are you helping?
Am I helping? I'm helping, yeah.
He's not.
Oh yeah, there you are.
He's sitting there broke.
I've done most of the damage. What do you mean, am I helping?
Oh god.
Are you helping? That's the better question. Just taking those hits.
Hold on.
He's a tank.
No, he's not. He's an archer and a mage. I'm the tank.
He's squishy.
Oh my god, he just one-shot me.
Yeah. How?
That was.
Oh, yeah, he one-shot.
I just said he's squishy.
Better hurry up, man. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm coming back.
The fights, you just dodge the things from up high. Have your poison potion ready.
It just spikes. It's the land spike.
What land spike?
Land spike attack.
I don't.
Yeah, he.
Fight him up close, so I don't see that.
The dragon shots out land spike attack, and then Meanie gets blown up.
Apparently. Last phase. Dodge the bombs.
Can we all get justice for Raditz from DZ? I don't. I just like when I was talking about the dragon, when Eugene said the dragon spikes, I was like, it made me think of Raditz like being like Saturday Crush. And then I went, Raditz really had like a bad rap.
No! Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna wait until you get back here. He's one hit away from dying. You better hurry.
Okay.
Keep him busy until you get back here. How did you die twice?
Because he's squishy. Just like a
it's
jellyfish.
Taking hits. You gotta dodge, my guy.
It's the land spikes again. I'm telling
Listen to Piccolo.
You can dodge through them. Alright, good, he died. You did the. Congratulations, you did it. You got the final hit. That's
Yay.
cool. Here, what's that?
It's a staff of light.
Oh, you guys.
I'm gonna go talk to Hodari?
Yeah.
Hodari?
Do I get anything?
Yeah.
The hunting guy.
Nope, that's a Hassian.
Should have gotten his head.
So I can learn to make a better bow.
It's
The Palbo?
It's under the quest items.
I don't know.
Oh, exquisite
I
bow.
got my hunting up to level 9.
It's the exquisite bow.
And then you can actually use that to craft some cool stuff. So you gotta go talk to the mage now that you beat the dragon.
I'm probably gonna call it on streaming here. So I can't find this fish.
You're gonna be fishing for it for the next 6 months.
Yep.
How do we get out of here?
Well, I won't be fishing for the next 6 months because next week we're gonna be in the Elder Woods having a good time.
That is true.
All right, so everybody, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things, hit that bell notification, follow us on all social media platforms, our Discord with the link in the description below, and remember, get happy, be funny, peace.